I did it. I made it to Everest Base Camp. I took the iconic photo, touched the famous prayer flags, and stood where mountaineering legends once stood. But now, the reality is hitting hard. Waking up this morning was rough. I knew I felt bad last night, but today, it hit me like a truck. I can see it in my face, and the way I move, and just even the way I talk. Every single sign says I'm not okay. I didn't even have the energy to film much when I first got up. I was like my body waited for Everest Base Camp to be over before it absolutely collapsed on me.
All right, some eggs and toast.
But the trek isn't over. Far from it. We still have days of hiking ahead, and today, it's all about getting down.
All right. We're on day 8 of Everest Base Camp trek. Making our way slowly down. We're dealing with some altitude sickness. About 45 minutes into the hike, and we're just keep pushing through. All right, we're about an hour into our hike. Definitely feeling the altitude sickness, sore throat, headache, just lots of exhaustion. But Bhupal, my guide, is nice enough to carry my bag for me. So yeah, we got definitely about 4 or 5 more hours left for today, and still trying to take in the sights. But when you got altitude sickness, it doesn't really make as much of an impact.
I could barely walk straight, let alone carry my own gear. My guide, who already has his own massive bag on his back, takes my day pack and carries on his front. Doesn't even hesitate.
Feel hungry, sir?
Yeah. What do you think?
If you feel hungry,
Yeah.
we'll go up there and get drinks, tea. If you feel hungry here, then we took lunch.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We stop at a familiar spot, the Teahouse we stayed at 2 nights ago. It's only 10 a.m., but I need to stop.
basic fantasy food, sir.
We'd love to get that down.
That and lunch, little bit galaxy, lunch. The little bit your heading.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Little bit of galaxy.
Yeah.
Galaxy, okay. Yeah. Yo.
Garlic soup is supposed to help with altitude sickness. At this point, I'll try anything. It's not great, but honestly, it could be worse.
There's egg fried rice.
Thank you.
तपाईँसँग उयो छ पर बिहाको त्यो सालको उयो छ भन्दै छ छैन नि यहाँ पुग्ला हो छैन भने काम गरेर ला एउटा खाएर सँगै न मसँग
Were you trying to report her?
No, not contact water. Tukla yapmaz. What is?
Who?
Tukla.
Oh, Tukla.
I try eating some egg fried rice too, but it's just so hard. Every bite takes effort. Meanwhile, Bhupal is still on the phone with the trekking company, keeping a helicopter on standby just in case. We decide to keep going to see if I can make it to the next village. I trust him, so we push forward.
All right, we're about halfway through day 8, having some serious conversations about whether I need a helicopter because my altitude sickness is so bad. We're keeping it as an option, but at the moment, still say no. But yeah, diarrhea, headache, vomiting, it's no fun. But it's definitely the last resort. So we're gonna see if I, we have about 3 more hours left in today's hike, and we're gonna see how I feel, and then take it by there. But haven't reached a point yet, but the conversations are happening. So yeah, altitude sickness is a real thing. I'm eating egg fried rice and garlic soup, which I'm told garlic soup is supposed to help with altitude sickness. So let's see if that's true. Definitely very low energy. Not able to eat this normal meal that I would normally eat in about 5 seconds. So yeah, just taking it slow. Thank you. No. The soup is good. I'm happy. This is a good recommendation. My throat feels a little better. Throat.
It's better.
Yeah, because of the soup.
This is very good.
Yeah. All right. Just ate a couple bites of some egg fried rice, and then ate some soup and tea. So we got about a 3-hour hike to our destination tonight. I think what we're gonna do is see how I feel. It's like Pachang. And if I feel really, really bad when I get there, I can still do a helicopter evacuation at like 4 o'clock. So yeah, we're gonna see after I had some food and some rest how I feel. I'm definitely trying to avoid the helicopter. It feels like it's cheating or quitting or something. So, but at the same time, I don't want to put my health at risk. So, yeah. We got nice sunny weather and some good views. As for my symptoms, sore throat slightly, headache slightly, and just very low energy. So that's the biggest thing. But it is mostly downhill. So yeah, we'll see what the next 3 or 4 hours holds. It's about 11:15 right now. Our lunch spot for today may look familiar because it's where we stayed 2 nights ago in Lobuche. We were sitting on the other end of the dining room. Nobody here during lunchtime, but yeah, now just waiting for my guide to get ready so we can start the second half of this hike. And yeah, really nervous. I don't want to give up and have to use a helicopter. So a lot of it's pride, not so much money, but pride. So I'm going to be pushing myself, but not wanting to push myself too far. Oh yeah, lots of ice.
You go faster. I follow you. My guide you.
Yeah.
From here to down.
It's so strange walking out of this village. Just 2 days ago, I walked in feeling great. Now I'm barely holding it together. Everest Base Camp broke me, but at least I made it there before the sickness hit. At this altitude, every step feels like hiking drunk. I'm lightheaded, I'm slow, I'm stopping every few minutes just to breathe. At one point, I realized Bhupal is holding onto my arm as we walk, like to make sure I don't fall over. I don't even remember when he started doing it, but I guess he figured I needed it. We're hiking so slow, I know it. My guide knows it, but it's all I can manage. There's ice all over the trail, and Bhupal keeps pointing it out to me to make sure I don't slip. My legs feel like rubber, and my brain is barely functioning. It's like I'm sleepwalking. I stop every chance I get. Every rock looks like a good sitting spot. It's a different feeling hiking back through places I've already been. Some moments hit me like, oh yeah, I remember this spot, and others feel completely new. There's no one on the trail. It's eerily quiet. I don't even talk much today, which is rare for me. I just feel so sick and every step is painful. I didn't even film as much as usual because I just couldn't. But the views, absolutely insane. The massive Himalayan mountains are everywhere, and even in my dazed state, I can still recognize how unreal this place is. The problem is, our destination is so far away and we can see it for over an hour before we actually reach it. That just makes it feel even longer.
No, we keep going. Maybe.
And 15-20 minutes more.
Okay.
I follow you.
Oh, nice.
Take it.
Yes, please.
Finally we make it, the last tea house in town. Oh, I sit down, chug some water, and feel pure relief. I didn't need a helicopter. I survived the first day of descent. I still feel like absolute trash, but at least I made it on my own 2 feet. Something weird happens. I feel a tiny bit better. It's not much, but it's something. Altitude sickness is brutal, but as I descend, the oxygen is starting to make a difference. My headache isn't as bad, and I can actually sit up without feeling dizzy. Still not great, but definitely better than this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taking it.
It's got a flusher, no toilet paper.
The bathrooms here are cleaner than usual, which is a huge win. They even have a flusher, which at this point feels like a luxury.
Some sickness numbers there from the Gorak Shep. B5.
Okay.
Normal, good difference. I went
Maybe some garlic soup.
Yes, okay. Now, good now?
Yeah, I could feel it in the back of the head. All right. Here at the tea house for day 8. Just checking out. I got another, it's about 2 o'clock. Got some garlic soup, supposed to help with altitude sickness. And some ginger honey tea. Headache is still there, so still feeling the effects of altitude sickness. And, but still pushing through. And only got 2 more days of hiking in front of us, so yeah, it's coming slowly to a close. But yeah, today was a tough day. Still, hiking with a headache and sore throat. But my guide was nice enough to carry my day bag for me, so that made a huge difference. Alright, I just ordered a hot pot of water to drink and maybe take a nap. Then put in the sleeping bag. And about to order dinner. It's about 2:30 right now, so yeah, it's going to be hopefully a much easier night than last night. The garlic soup did help my headache go down a little bit, so I may try to take like a Tylenol or something like that as well. Yeah, day 8, it's wrapping up a lot better than day 7. No diarrhea or puking yet. Here we are at day 8, and we're at the Everest Trekkers Hotel in Pheriche. Alright, let's check in. We have to order dinner now. Let's see. Yeah, the prices definitely have gone down since where we were last night. Okay. Very similar food to all the different tea houses. I'm gonna get the roast potato with fried eggs. So roast potato with fried
vegetable.
roast potato.
Roast.
Roast potato with fried eggs.
Roast potato.
With fried eggs.
Right?
Roast.
Potato, fried egg.
Yes. What are you gonna get?
Roast potato.
I think that'll be enough. I think that'll be enough. Yeah. Alright. 800 for a hot shower. 200 for a towel. 1,000 for a power bank. That's worth it. They got it all here. Alright. This is my room. I like it has some decent size to it. I get 2 beds, so I can use one as like a desk. It's very cold. Let's try to shut the window. Try to let some of the warmth stay in the room. Yeah, so we're gonna try to take a nap before dinner at 6:30. It's about 3 o'clock now, and yeah, day 8. It's almost coming to an end. All right, it is around dinner time, 6 o'clock. Day 8 of Everest Base Camp trip. All right, I'm here in the tea house called. I like it. Everest Trekkers, Pheriche. Room number B5. So I don't know if you can see my breath, but I can, and it is still really cold here. Altitude sickness has gotten a little bit better. Still not 100%. Have a stuffy nose, sore throat. Headache has gone away for the moment. So hopefully the more and more we descend, the better and better I'm going to be feeling. Decided against getting a helicopter. Came very, very close, but wanted to tough it out, so I did. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get some dinner, and I'll bring you along for the ride.
I drink some tea and soak in the sounds of the tea house. It's packed with hikers, and there's a comforting buzz of conversation around me.
Yeah, everyone's kind of at their tables chit-chatting, and a couple people sitting around the furnace and enjoying the warmth.
Do you need anti-cuffs?
No. Yes.
That's 50-50, right?
Yes. And I gave him my power bank about an hour or 2 ago. I gave it to him, but I think I told them the wrong room number. So to double check, because they said Alpine Ramble, and I said yes. Then they, I think I put down the wrong room number. I want to make sure someone else doesn't get charged.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
okay? A little bit more. Okay, right.
That's perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, hot towel. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, we get a hot towel here, and it is very hot. Wow. Ooh, hard to touch, it's so hot. This jacket off. It's good. I know you're not supposed to wipe your face with it, but yeah.
And fried eggs.
Ooh, yummy.
Yes, yummy. Good.
All right, for dinner tonight we got fried or boiled potatoes with 2 fried eggs. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. I feel like this really works.
Yes.
Garlic soup. You were right.
Yes.
I think that's a big.
From this, right?
Yeah. Where'd you learn it from? Where'd you learn it from?
It's garlic or
Yeah, where'd you learn that from?
from I think here. Look,
Oh.
I think done the
Oh.
Pheriche.
Oh. Nice. Good,
Little
good.
bit here and little bit here. Fresh garlic, little bit, and then all the Pheriche, and
Oh.
carry the potato.
Oh, nice.
I talk a lot with my guide over dinner. He tells me about his life in Nepal, his family, and his journey from becoming porter to guide.
When we get to Namche Bazaar, I'll buy you a massage.
Massage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Cecile too. Cecile.
too, oh.
Yeah. You guys have worked really hard.
Yes.
He's probably never had a massage. In his,
Into Lukla and Namche. I think better in Namche.
oh, they're better in Lukla? The massages? Oh. We'll get one we'll get all three of us. We'll get one on me.
Little bit better in the Namche, sir. This part, the massaging.
Oh, it's better in Namche Bazaar?
Girls, little bit better.
Oh.
Little, not too little.
It's better in Namche or better in Lukla?
Little bit better in the Lukla.
Oh.
Little bit. Namche because the Namche in the massaging, the girls.
They're not as pretty in Namche?
And I think experience, but not too much not energy for girls.
What?
Not energy like.
Oh, they don't. Yeah.
Beyond the massage, the Namche was possible. Sir.
We'll see how much time we have. We got 9 hours of hiking.
Yes. 9 hours hiking and 2, I think, do you need a massage in the Namche?
Yeah, that's true. After 9 hours, you're gonna need that massage. Oh man.
Tomorrow, day and night. No.
Yeah.
Day and night. Just did massage. I think Namche Bazaar.
Yeah. I walked around and there was a lot of them.
In Mr. Susit, I need not. We don't need massage.
Yeah, you do. You guys deserve one.
We need in the local.
Do you like live in a house in Lukla or do you just rent out just a room? One room?
Yeah, one room and it's a small dining.
So it's just you, your wife, and your kid in one room? Wow. Must get very intimate.
My room is impossible here and the house is 40.
Yeah.
You can have 2 rooms. Just one small one room and small dining.
Oh. Yeah.
Not with my hotel.
Yeah.
Only in Nepali.
And then what's the name of the
house?
What's the name of the village you live in when it's off season?
Off season?
Yeah.
I go down to my home, my country.
Yeah. Where's that?
Pheriche and Waku. W-A-K. Waku.
Waku.
Yeah, Waku.
That's in Nepal?
Yeah, Nepal.
Okay.
Yeah, Nepal.
Have you ever been to America? Have you ever been to America?
Me? No. Because American Nepali people are not very expensive, you know?
It is, yeah. It is very expensive. It cost me more to fly here than it did to pay for the trek. That's how expensive the plane tickets were.
Not possible me. And your request is possible. I think directly I go on the counter. Possible.
Yeah.
I think you give me a ticket with your visa and just only check possible. Let me go to my passport and visa. Not possible.
Interesting. We're very strict over there. So were you a porter during the earthquake, the major earthquake? Yeah. What were you? No, the earthquake in Kathmandu that caused the avalanche on Everest and the mudslides. What's your favorite month to hike base camp?
That's only base camp. Or 3 passes or plus camp.
Just Everest Base Camp.
Just only
Like your favorite month.
Favorite month or favorite day?
Month.
It's spring season. Because
It's what season?
spring.
Spring. Oh.
Because we can see the flower on the
Oh,
way.
the flowers. Does your family, are they guides as well? Like, does it run in the family?
My family, my wife and my son, right now is still here in Bhupal.
But what about your mom and dad? What do they do?
My mom and my dad Pheriche, my home. Another place.
They're farmers. They farmer. You know, what do they?
Like this, I think here my dad old 65 or 65. My dad old. My mom 60.
Okay. But what did they do for a living? Like, what were their jobs?
Job. My dad had a cow.
He had a cow.
7 cow.
Oh, okay. So
My dad.
were they like dairy cows, or what did you use the cow?
This cow is like this compost malt, you know, compost malt.
Yeah.
Vegetable.
Oh, vegetables.
Garlic is good. Compost malt. खै सोध्नु भयो मेरो त भोलि त्यही सातबजी खाजा साँझमा खाजा 7 बजी साँझमा आउनु भन्नु like this same my that cow not like milk.
Oh, okay.
Normal cow.
Normal cow. Okay. So then, what made you want to be a guide? If your parents weren't a guide, what made you want to be a guide?
Guide like who guide?
You. Why did you want to be a base camp guide?
Base camp guide and I go to Kathmandu. I think 3 months or 4 months. I think 3 months, 15 days. I think class the guiding class, and then give me the license, guide license. I think.
But why? Why did you want to do it?
For my dad.
For your dad?
Yeah, my dad and my mom's. A lot of money give you guides.
Oh, you give them some of your money. Oh, wow. That's you're a good son.
Yeah, 3 lakhs. I think 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs.
You get what?
3 lakhs. 300,000.
300,000.
Yeah, 300,000.
That's how much it costs to be a guide?
Yes.
Oh. Wow. That's a lot.
Very expensive.
I'm doing my conversion right here to see what that is in dollars.
I think
300, you said? Yeah. That's $2,233.
I think 3 lakhs. This 5.
Oh, wow.
I think 500.
Wow. Paid $3,700. That's a lot of money. Where did you get that money for the class?
Guide license companies.
Oh, they sponsor you. Do you think your son's gonna want to be a guide too?
My son?
He's only one though. How do you know?
No, my son. I think my life with my son. Very good job. I am very Superman. Not like me.
You're Superman. Well, you may want to follow in your footsteps. You never know.
It's Russian people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Russian.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can try to drink more and
I also met some Russian trekkers. They barely speak English, but they're super nice. I show them pictures of my sunset hike at Everest Base Camp, and they get so jealous because they didn't do it.
How you feeling?
Fotoklapatar. Ik zeg dat je met hem naar Berry.
You can show me please the picture of Kalapatar I was showing in the
Oh, from yesterday, the sunset pictures? Oh yeah. It was Did you not do the sunset thing? Yeah, I kind of regret it because I got really sick last night because of it. Let's see. So that's Everest. Then I got more red closer to sunset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everest.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. Got very. It's very cold.
Jo, very cold, very cold.
Yes.
Aha,
Yeah, that's Everest.
aha.
That's,
Super.
yeah.
Jaký mu ať nelítu, ať nelítu.
You shouldn't feel sorry.
So how do you all guys know each other?
My jsme almost jeli na tom, řekni.
Basically, three of us, we're going to the same school, from the school, and also kindergarten, and those two months later on some study.
Nice.
So we know each other quite well.
Have you done other treks like other trips like this, or is this like the first one?
Because you can tell them.
He's the adventure one of the group.
Hi, Atlas in Africa.
Oh. Kilimanjaro?
No. Jabal Toubkal.
Maroko.
Morocco.
Oh. I haven't.
And Kafkas.
Oh wow.
Kazbek.
Oh, I haven't. I'll need to add that to my list. I don't know that one. Yeah.
Řekni, že my jsme almost jeli na pokoju.
Alpy.
Řekni mu, že jsme na vybrzlým pokoju. Almost jeli.
To hodně podobné, jako kdyby si dal tak 5 píc.
That's an interesting ring you have.
Pardon?
It's an interesting ring.
Not that much expensive. Not more gift from someone.
No.
By someone.
Oh, that's a long time. Were you?
First as a porter,
Yeah.
carrying porter about 1 year.
Oh wow.
And then 1 year porter guide.
Oh, nice.
And then after 3 years, took a guide training.
Yeah.
And then
Já
get a
mám
guide
takové
license.
Není dobře, nějak není
After 3
dobře.
years, I became a guide.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Were you a guide during the big earthquake and avalanche?
Yeah. The season, maybe we have one group, like 10 bags, 12 bags, or 15 bags in a season.
Okay.
And then sometime 8 bags, 6 bags, 4 bags.
No, I meant like in 2015, the big earthquake that was
that
caused the avalanche and killed a lot of people.
That time, in the earthquake time, many people. Many.
Were you a guide at that time?
Guiding too,
Yeah.
Guiding. I was in the trekking area. Yeah, I've been guiding that time also.
Were you on a trek during that?
On the track also.
Oh wow.
And then that time, when the earthquake happened, I just survived, in the 5 minutes. When you resting in the one place, and then just leaving that place, leaving that place,
Oh, wow.
just left that place, start walking, in a 5 minutes. When you leave that place,
Yeah.
in a 5 minutes, and then earthquake happened. Earthquake came shock.
Wow.
And then that time, I have one couple, Canadian, Canada, and then they were young, they were young, about 25, 26, something like that. And they were also very scared,
Yeah, I imagine.
And then we found the one safety place, one safety place, and then we stayed there.
Oh wow.
We stayed there, and then after half an hour also, we know that, we know that after half an hour we'll come back. The earthquake, we just reminding.
Ale dám klíčky, mám.
And then forecast.
Aby jsme se nedostali, aby se tam... Máme je u sebe.
After half an hour we'll come back.
Wow.
Já nechci hledat, jak tam teklo se strašně.
Yeah.
So right then
To je ten zámek je lepší, ten
waiting in
je,
the safe place, you know, sitting
Yeah.
there.
ten
And then
točík si.
after half an hour, come back again, you know.
Wow.
But and then all the villager people, the villager people, you know, they screaming, you know, or
Yeah.
shouting, you know, and then some the sheep boy, you know, sheep in the villager area.
Yeah.
Normally in the village area they have a sheep, goats, you know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
keeping the sheep, goats and cow, buffaloes, you know, and then the villager, you know, normally in the village area they don't have you know, the strong houses, you know.
Yeah,
like
they're very,
houses,
yeah.
they're made by the, you know, the stone, you know, stone, and then roof, the wooden roof, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's just, you know, it's not that strong, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I shock, you know, when the earthquake shock, you know, all the destroyed.
Wow.
The houses, you know, the crack, you know, all the falling down. And then we wait there about 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and then after that, they be silent. It's getting silent too, you know. Quiet. And then we're moving to the village, you know, where we're going. Then from there to our village, to our the settlement, I mean, to the camp, about just a half an hour walk. It's not too far, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far, but and then get to there and all the villager people shouting, you know, screaming. Some people
Yeah.
they crying, you know, and the houses all cracked, you know. And then there's some local villages, local people. They're making some temporary the shelter, you know, by tarpaulin, you know, the outside, you know, tarpaulin.
Yeah.
And we staying there, you know, sleeping there. I think we've been waiting there. We had wait there. I think around 2-3 days because that time all the network, you know, all the network means the cell phone,
Yeah.
you know, the internet, all destroyed.
Oh, wow.
No any could not contact anyone, you know, all the destroyed. And then after the 3 days, in the 3 days, the Nepal government also, they you know. They're solving, you know, I mean, they're solving, I mean, they try to find wherever is more disaster, you know, more affected. And they're sending the helicopter by Nepal government, you know. And then that area, yeah, we are in that area, we are visiting in that area, traveling in that area. And our company knows that, you know, our company knows to us, you know, who could be in that area, our guy and Poro, I mean, the base, you know, all the staffs around in that area, must be in that area, and then sending the helicopter to there.
Oh,
and then we just raise our hand, you know.
Wow.
And then they took us, you know. And then from there to my village is not far, you know, wasn't that far. Just the 2-minute flight from here to there. And then I requested the pilot, you know. Pilot, I mean, that time all the government facilitating, you know, facilitating by the air rescue, you know, by the army helicopter, by Indian helicopter, you know, the big helicopter, about 225 people will carry that
Oh, wow.
helicopter. And then from the local area, wherever is the affected area, from that collecting the affected people, you know, and then injured people, affected people, take to the near area, I mean, wherever is near junction, you know, big junction, I mean, like municipality, you know, the municipality,
Yeah.
I mean, that area, the main center point, you know, connecting that place from the remote area, you know, wherever is affected, and then from that point, that place to take to Kathmandu by the big helicopter.
Oh.
Big 25 people carry that. And then at that time, I requested to the pilot to, you know, oh, I mean, excuse me, sir. I mean, my village is not too far from here. We drove to my village, and he said, because my family is in the village, you know, my parents.
Yeah.
And then I would like to see my parents, my village,
Yeah.
and my family too, my parents, you know, I mean, how it's going to be happening,
Yeah.
you know. And then he dropped to my village.
Oh, wow.
When I saw from the helicopter, you know, to the village,
Yeah.
all cracked, you know, all destroyed. You know,
All destroyed.
All the villager people, they staying outside, you know, shuttle outside. I mean, with the temporary houses, I mean, temporary shelter,
Yeah.
traveling, you know. And then when I get to that was the first helicopter landed in my village, you know, in my place after earthquake, you know. And then the villager people, they thought, they thought, they thought, I mean, I think someone taking some really for us, and I just, I'm also rescued, rescued by the helicopter, and then when I dropped there, and all the villager people, they're taking, I mean, they're dropping the tear by their they crying, and then even me also. But I try to control, because if I cry, I mean, if I dropping the tear, all the villager people will cry and drop there, and then gathering in the place. I go to the the state, the shelter, temporary shelter. I went there and I just speak. So I tell them, I told them something. This is not happening. Just this is happening in many areas, many villagers, many village people, villagers. But we survived. We survived by the women.
Oh, good night.
Good night. Good night. Okay, good night. In that case, didn't depict that much women body, no one died. That's a good luck,
Yeah.
Good die, good survive. By
Yeah.
Just the confidence to them.
Yeah.
Just try to convince the people to. And then after, I think that time no any connection, not communicate with anyone, and then have to walk from my village to get a network.
Yeah.
To get about 2-3 hours, in the hillside.
Oh, wow.
And get to the hillside and get a network, never answer my NTC, and then call to the Kathmandu. Kathmandu, and then to our some relatives or some political leaders.
Yeah.
And whomever at the high level, call to them, and then they came to Kathmandu, to my village, by helicopter, taking some relief, some noodles, rice, and tartling. And then after 1 week, and then I get back to Kathmandu by that helicopter, by that helicopter. Get back to Kathmandu, and then we requested to and then get to Kathmandu and we requested to the WIP, the WIP.
Oh yeah.
World Food Project, and then USAID also, USAID, and then USAID or UKAID, and then we went to there, we visited to their the office, and then we talked to the manager, and then the manager officer, and then they relief to, they give some relief to our village also, some tarpaulin, and then some metal for the roof also. Metal, the zinc, for the roof, metal, and then the rice,
The older guide who had a harrowing story about surviving and his family survived and trying to find them in a remote village was a very deep story. I'm happy he shared it, and I'm happy I asked.
All right, just wrapped up dinner and warm time near the fire, the yak poop fire, and yeah, excited that I'm feeling a lot better than I did last night. And it's really cold in here, so I got my 2 hot water bottles, gonna put in my sleeping bag, and hopefully I can get a good night's sleep. And then tomorrow's about 8 or 9 hours of hiking, so day 9 is gonna be long, but at least it's mostly descending. So yeah, today's been grueling, being sick and hiking. So hopefully tomorrow we'll turn the page and continue down this Everest Base Camp trek.
Today kicked my ass. It might have been harder than Everest Base Camp itself. I barely made it without a helicopter. I barely ate, and I barely filmed, but I did it. And tomorrow we keep going. The trek isn't over yet, but at least for tonight, I get to breathe just a little easier.